it up, put the hip shit on the shelf. Cause the way the real wealth is being real myself. My life done seen the glory of the coming of the left. I can't do it by myself, so I'm asking for help. It's time to switch it up, put the hip shit on the shelf. Cause the way the real wealth is being real myself. My life done seen the glory of the coming of the left. I can't do it by myself, so I'm asking for help. Money, money, money. All you guys are not wrong with being wealthy. Like Kanye West says, having money is not everything, not having it is. No, Deuteronomy 8:18 says God gives us the ability to create wealth. No, it's the love of money that's the wrong. You don't like money so much, why do you get up and go to work? Yes, I do think about one of the things that my kids have to say. I'm just trying to leave a legacy for money. That's not everything, but when you got it, you can do some cool stuff. And now, your host for Talking Money in the Morning, financial health mentor to the working class, H Cortez.
Good morning, and welcome to Talking Money in the Morning Live with your main man, H Cortez, the one and only financial health mentor to the Black community, everybody's favorite fatherpreneur, where I do my absolute best to bring practical, proven wealth building strategies to working men and women all over this great nation of ours. Truly an honor, privilege, and a blessing to be able to come to you live and direct from the Young Biz Kids Studios here in St. Louis, Missouri. Guys, if you are in St. Louis and you want your kids to be exposed to entrepreneurship, Young Biz Kids is the organization to do just that. They've got a marketplace coming up tomorrow morning. If you want to inspire your kids to be entrepreneurs, bring them out to the Young Biz Kids marketplace, where they will see about a dozen other young entrepreneurs doing their thing, man, selling their products, engaging with customers. We're changing the game with the Black Wealth Movement, and then we're changing the game yet again with Young Biz Kids and all these youth entrepreneurship programs, man. See, now they know entrepreneurship for what it really is before they get caught up in a world where that entrepreneurial spirit gets perverted, and then they're doing things that they don't have no business doing, trying to exercise that entrepreneurship muscle. So we've got these young kids in a marketplace, flea market style. They've got their vendor booth set up, man. It's going to be amazing. So come out, go to Young Biz Kids fan page, get all of the details for that marketplace tomorrow, or go to youngbizkids.org. Do me a huge favor, if you're checking us out on Periscope, then go ahead and invite your followers to check the stream out. Slide left, slide right, or whatever you have to do. Hit the screen for the hearts, and then make sure that you follow the show, so whenever we go live on Periscope, you get notifications. Same thing with you guys on YouTube. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button, copy the link, share it on your favorite social media platform. And you guys on Facebook, you guys interact with the show, so make sure that you are getting your questions ready. Always give me the name of your business so I can give your business shout out. Let the other people who follow the show know what it is that you do, man. You never know who's your next business partner might be right here on this stream, if you're willing to let them know what it is that you do. But go ahead and share the stream for me on Facebook as well. And let's make today's show interactive. I want to connect with you and help you with any questions that you may have in business, from branding, marketing, financial, tax, whatever you think I can help you with. Don't hesitate to ask that question. And then we got a lot of experts in the chat as well that can help you get some answers to some of those questions. So before I go into today's announcement, let me let you know exactly who the show is for. The show is for risers and grinders only, man. If you ain't ready, you got to be ready to get up, get out, and get something. And if that's you, this is your show. The show is for legacy builders, man. How about I saw my man Bless from the Kingdom Builders family, the Kingdom family, right? Or you, Father's Day is coming up, right? And I like to say this, and I'm not going to harp a whole lot on Father's Day, but real men build empires. I'm going to say it again. Real men build empires. If you're an empire builder, this is your show. On the other hand, if you are satisfied with mediocrity, this ain't your show. If you are just the type of person that is cool with not leaving a legacy for your family, this ain't your show, man. You can get off this stream. Again, real men build empires. So, like I tell you each and every morning, if you've never seen a future billionaire before, yes, that's billion with a B. I want you to take a screenshot, Jeez. And watch me work. Watch me do it. 2027, your man's going to be there. And you can be there with me if you join the Black Wealth Movement. You can be there with me if you just take action. Everybody is given 4 ideas every year that will make them a multi-millionaire if they would take action. And that's from my man, Dr. Dennis Kimbrough. And I believe that because I get some of those ideas and I'm taking action on about 2 of them right now. And they're leading to a tremendous amount of success for me. So if you are not about this wealth building life, please exit stage left and we will not miss you one bit. Today's announcements are the video marketing class, $47, guys. If you want to know how I've been able to build my business using video marketing, I will give you all of my secrets, my tips, my tricks, my strategies, everything. I'm going to lay it all out on the line. $47, but you've got to register soon because tomorrow at midday, noon tomorrow, the price goes up to $97. Guys, this is a $200 course that I'm allowing you to join me live for $47. $47. If you are afraid to use video, if you don't know how to get in front of the camera, I'm going to show you 3 other ways, 3 other types of videos that you could be doing to build your brand, even if you're afraid to get in front of the camera. See, there's no excuse to not use video, right? Video is the most powerful form of advertising because it lets people get to know, like, and trust you, even if you don't have the ability to be before those people live and in the flesh, right? I have a business that's literally from coast to coast, and I attribute a lot of my success to business, the video marketing. So I'm going to show you my video marketing tips and tips. The link to register is in the comments above. So go ahead and get yourself registered. Also, the Black Wealth Movement is on fire, y'all. We've added another 10 people to the movement this week alone, and looking to add another 25 to 30 before the weekend ends. If you want to know how to minimize taxes, eliminate debt, fix your own credit, and invest and learn how to build a business around teaching other people those strategies, then you want to join the Black Wealth Movement. We got people on the stream right now willing to pay it forward for you to join this movement. All right, so those are the announcements for today. You guys know it's Free Game Fridays, man. So get your questions ready. Give me the name of your business or the name of your brand. Ask your question, and we will get rolling right into Q&A. In the meantime, while you guys are preparing your questions, we'll recap this week's shows. Yesterday's show, we talked about the fact that we are in America, in a capitalistic democracy where you can literally turn crap into money. There's no excuse to be broke in America. No excuse to be broke in America unless you are just flat out lazy and don't want it. Right? There's no excuse to not be wealthy in America. We talked about literally the compost and manure industry is projected to be worth about $150 billion in America. That is where people take poop, dung, crap, feces, whatever you want to call it, and they turn that into money. Scrap metal industry is about $25–30 billion. That's where people take garbage, trash, and turn it into money, right? Turn it into money. So I've got a question that says, which entity should I use in this network marketing business? Give me the name of your business or your brand if you have it. I use 3 tools to help me grow my business. I use Facebook, I use YouTube, and I use my own personal blog. Let me see if my Wi-Fi is on, so I'm not sure why it's freezing up on you, Bethany. I use Facebook, I use YouTube, and I use a personal blog to build my brand. You need to have a home on the internet in order to build a brand. So if you don't know how to build your own website, then I have a course that's set up for you that we did a couple weeks ago. It's now getting packaged and labeled up so that you'll be able to tap into that recorded course, set up your website so people can find you on the internet. The video marketing course goes hand in hand with that so that you can understand how to do video marketing and shoot little short value videos teaching what you know as it relates to your business, Lawrence. And then you can put those videos out on social media platforms. Like I said, my social media platform is Facebook primarily, but I do share on Twitter and Periscope from time to time. I do share on Instagram from time to time, but my main platform is Facebook. So I always teach those who follow me that you want to master one platform. You want to master one platform. And then if you want to add another platform to your tool belt, you have to master at least one. And I've chosen to master Facebook with my Facebook fan page is creeping up close to 14,000 likes. My personal profile is I have to keep deleting posts because I've topped out at 5,000 followers or friends. So pick a platform and master a single platform, and then craft your message and start searching for the people who would benefit from your message. Start searching for the people who have a problem that your product or service solves, and then put your message in front of those people time and time and time and time again, right? So good question, Lawrence. I appreciate that from the Periscope. Tap the screen a couple times if you like that answer, right? So Thursday show, we talked about, you know, how you can just take crap in America and turn it into money. So there's no reason to be broke, right? On Wednesday, we had a killer show with my man Matthew, the Master Barber Sam, and he showed us Sam's superior quality products, his own brand of high quality products that he and his sister teamed up with to produce. So if you guys haven't gone to Matthew the Master Barber Sam, no, it's MatthewTheMasterBarber.com to pick up some of those products, man. Do that. Leave him a message. Say, hey, I heard you on the Financial Health Mentor show, Talking Money in the Morning. And support the brother, man, because we have to become producers and not just consumers. And when we do become producers, we need to give these brothers and sisters a shot to see if their products do what they say they do, and start patronizing them and putting them in our auto ship, putting them in our medicine cabinets and in our cupboards and our closets every single week, just like we do anybody else, right? And you can go to his website, MatthewTheMasterBarber.com, to get all those products. He got a wonderful beard serum that I'm excited to try, because I don't grow a beard because even right now it's itching. And I'm gonna go, as soon as this show is over, I'm gonna go whack this stuff off my face, right? But he talks about his beard serum, how it helps to control that because of some of the base products, the tea tree oil, the coconut oil, and the avocado oil that he blends with other all natural products. So, man, if you want to take care of your skin, get some of that all natural scalp and skin body butter that they got over there, man. I can't wait to try it myself. On Tuesday, at any time you guys want to throw your questions in there, let me know. On Tuesday, we talked about leveling up in your business, right? We're talking about if you have a business, you shouldn't be using a Gmail, Yahoo, Hotmail email address. You should have a vanity email address, meaning your email address domain should end with @yourbusiness.com, @yourbrand.com, whatever your brand is that makes you, gives you that professional appearance. Sometimes those generic emails turn people off, man, and you could be missing some killer partnerships, right? Is everybody able to hear me okay on Facebook? I'm trying to see if Facebook is functioning okay. I'm not sure if it is. It seems to be intermittent and going in and out. And that was Tuesday's show, man. Level up. We talked about having your own personalized website where you can use your images and you can tell your story and you can attract people to who you are as a business owner. And at the same time, let's see, I need tickets for the Atlanta event. Where can I get some? That's awesome, brother, because we are headed down, man. So let's connect after the show. Yes, it's fine. Let's connect after the show, Lawrence. In your back office, there's a big banner as soon as you log in. It says Cash Flow Mania. Yeah, we're leaving out on Thursday, man. So if you want a caravan with us, cool. If you want an extra passenger to help you pay for some gas, then we could. We're going to be 6 tight in my van. I would prefer not to be if we didn't have to be, but let me know, and we'll connect on that trip to Atlanta next weekend. Oh, you're in Cincinnati. Okay, I thought you were in St. Louis. My bad. I thought you were in St. Louis. Okay, well, your back office is where you can find those tickets, man, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Questions, y'all. Nobody's got questions for me. So Tuesday we talked about leveling up, man, going pro in your business, y'all. It's time to go pro, right? It's time to go pro, and the side hustle money is cool, but now legitimize your business and start getting all the tax breaks that are available to you. Sometimes they outweigh the side hustle money. I know you side hustle and you're saying to me, that's just straight cash. I don't have to report. But by not reporting that straight cash, you're missing out on a lot of the tax deductions that could be reducing your taxable income on your job, on your main hustle. So it's time to go pro and legitimize your business, y'all. Let's legitimize your business and take it to the next level, right? And then on Monday, we talked about Game 5, right? How Black people watch 37% more TV than any other culture. Black people watch 37% more television than any other culture. We make the least amount of money in median income, and we spend and we account for 87% of retail sales. Right? I got you, Robert. Go ahead, give me the name of your business again. Planning Future Gains, right? Give me the name of your business again. So, and some people got offended that I was saying, don't go and enjoy the game. That's not what I was saying. I was saying to my Black brothers, especially because this is how they use sports for us, and they use soap operas and reality TV for the women, right? To keep us occupied. So I was saying, brothers, there's nothing wrong with enjoying the 2.5-hour game. But when you consume 6 hours of the pre-game show, the post-game show, the game the night before, and all of the shows leading up to the game, you're sitting in front of the television and watching other people live out their dreams, execute their game plans, and you're doing nothing on your own, right? I know a lot of people who enjoyed the game and finished that as soon as the game was over, they went right back to building their business. There's nothing wrong with that. But for that person who, again, watched 2 pre-game shows before the game, then watched the game, then watched the post-game show, then woke up the next morning and watched ESPN and all the commentary and the recap of the game, how much of that are you consuming? And then as soon as that game is over, they're right into the WNBA. They're right into what's going on with the NBA draft. They're right into NFL OTAs and mini camps and all of that stuff. Just keeping yourself distracted, and therefore you're not building on your own legacy. That's a problem that we have in our community, and nobody likes to talk about it. We watch 37% more television than any other culture. And then all of that TV that we're watching, those who spend advertising money do not even advertise on our networks. Out of $75 billion that is spent on advertising every year, only $2.5 billion is spent with Black media outlets. But we're watching all of this TV. So we got to switch the game up, guys. I don't know what the hell is going on with my phone and laptop. So, okay, I appreciate you jumping over to Periscope, Bethany. She was having some trouble on Facebook Live, so she's over on Periscope. All right, so Future Gains, Planting Future Gains Financial Education Group had a question and said, how important is it to have your domain name presented for your website and email? To me, Robert, it is crucial because that's your brand. That's your home on the internet. That's your virtual storefront. And you want people to be able to find your virtual storefront easily. And every time you send out an email or you connect with somebody, you want them to be, you want your brand to be in front of them. So imagine this, right? Imagine this. My virtual storefront is somebody else's brand / Hcortez dot a bunch of numbers.com / this, that, and the other. How do you tell somebody easily and simply how to get to that place? Right? It's like you having a brick and mortar store, but you don't really have a street address. You don't really have a name to your street. You just have to tell people how to get to your storefront by markers, right? The big tree on the corner. If you're coming from this direction, I'm about 13 paces from the big tree on the corner of or that intersects with the small tree. That's what you're doing when you don't have a personal brand or a website that you can easily describe to somebody, right? Financialhealthmentor.com. That is a direct address to get to me, right? HCortezThornton.com. That is a direct address to get to me, right? So if you have, say for instance, there's a lot of companies, a lot of people do network marketing, and the network marketing company gives you a website. But your website is the name of that network marketing company. It's not the name of your brand. Then you can add your name to that and probably a series of numbers. That's just crazy. Hard to get people to your site. And then when you have that, why not go ahead and do the domain forwarding? And Robert, by the way, did you get that squared away? If not, let's connect today and let's get it done. Then you have the domain forwarding for your email address, because you don't want to tell people that, hey, I'm the financial health mentor. You can go to financialhealthmentor.com to learn all about what it is I do. Oh, and by the way, email me at cortez.cortez@ymail.com. They don't match. And then every time I give that email address out, I'm missing an opportunity to put my brand in front of somebody. Right? So when I'm connecting with people, I say, yeah, shoot me an email at hcortez@financialhealthmentor.com. See, that email address has my brand name in it. So that's very, very critical from a branding and marketing standpoint. You want people to always know who you are and how to find you on the internet. And same thing with your social media. If you guys are not the same on all of your social media platforms, you could be missing, right? Because somebody might have heard about you and they're trying to find you on social media. But my name, for instance, my name is The Financial Health Mentor on Instagram, Financial Health Mentor on everything else. I couldn't get it on Instagram for whatever reason. So you want your name across all social media platforms to be the same. And that helps with search engine optimization. So if somebody goes and Googles Financial Health Mentor, my fan page is going to come up, my YouTube channel is going to come up, my website is going to come up, and my Instagram is going to come up. You want people to be able to find you easily. So that's why you have to make sure that your name is branded across all platforms. So I appreciate that, Robert's Planning Future Gains Financial Education Group. Anybody else? SH&H Income Tax Services. What is better, forwarding your domain to a Facebook fan page or a website? That is a good question. So, and what Sandra is asking, so if you have a domain name, you can forward that domain to your own website, or you can forward your domain to any other website, including your Facebook fan page. If, Sandra, you do all of your damage on your Facebook fan page, meaning that's where you live 24/7, that's where you're putting all of your content. If that's where you live, then it's okay to forward your domain to that website. I mean, forward your domain to your Facebook fan page. I would probably, instead of forwarding the actual domain to that, I would keep my domain going to my website. Because remember, you don't own Facebook, man. Facebook could shut your fan page down at any given time. I would keep my domain going to my fan page, to my website, but then I would create a subdomain that goes directly to Facebook. So that way you can control where you want the traffic to go. So if I'm talking to somebody live and I want them to go to my fan page, I can create a subdomain like thebook.financialhealthmentor.com. The book. I don't like to use Facebook in my marketing. So instead of facebook.financialhealthmentor.com, I might do fb.financialhealthmentor.com. And when I want people to go directly to my fan page, I will send them that. Hey, follow me. Go like my fan page. Go to fb.financialhealthmentor.com. And I will send them that way. That way, my website address still my primary domain still goes to my website, but I have a subdomain that's going over to my fan page. But that's a good question. You can go either way. You can't really go wrong. If you're living on Facebook and all of your content is on your Facebook fan page, and that's kind of how you want people to communicate with you, it's okay to send them there directly. Where is your sign? How come it's missing in the background? And Mikey's book. It fell. I don't know if you can see this little hook right here. It's basically one of those 3M hooks. And then the one that on this side, it got hot in here one day, man, and the adhesion messed up. So it'll be back next week, Bethany. You can trust and believe that it will be back along with Mikey's book in the background. Let's see, working on that now. Plan on contacting me, brother. Yeah, I will help you with that. And what we'll do is we'll go live in that group and I'll walk you through it. We'll go live in that group. I'll try to do it immediately after the show. My son has a game at 10 o'clock this morning. It takes about 6 or 7 minutes. So I'll try to go live in the group immediately after the show, Robert, and show you how to bang it out. All right. Cool. Yeah. So any more questions? No questions. This is all about you guys, man. This is all about you guys. Let me help you because you can coach with me, right? You can buy my coaching program, $2,500 for 6 months, and I can help you build all this stuff from scratch. Or maybe you don't need $2,500 worth of my coaching and you just got a couple questions. So this is why I do this on Fridays. I don't mind pouring into the community, guys. So don't be afraid to ask questions. Give me the name of your brand, ask your question, and I want to help you any way that I can. Anybody else got any questions? I see you are back and forth on both, Bethany. And the only problem that I have with Periscope is the questions show up and they leave so fast. She says the devil is in full effect today. All right, is my flight to the conference. You better believe it. Everything. Matter of fact, your entire stay. Brother asks, he's coming to our conference next week, and he's asking, is his flight to the conference a tax write-off? Anything that you spend in business is tax deductible. Anything that you spend in business is tax deductible. So your flight, your hotel, your meals, if you go see the Tupac movie while you're there, that's tax deductible. Anything that you do entertainment wise, you're gonna be hanging out with us and Bless Ellis and the Kingdom family cookout, and we're gonna buy some food to go over there and contribute to that. So all of that you spend is a tax write-off, brother. You buy a couple books while you're there, buy some extra training material, whatever you spend is tax deductible for that whole trip. And guess what? If you have family in Atlanta and you go kick it with family, guess what? You just had Uncle Sam pay for a mini family reunion for you. Right? This is what I'm talking about. So you do. So you got family. So you get Uncle Sam is gonna pay for you to go see some family, right? It says you will come to realize that your job is keeping you from that. Man, listen. I said, a little while ago, and I didn't originate this, but I see some people have taken it and run with it, that your job made that salary that pay you on your job is hush money to keep you from pursuing your dreams. That salary you make on your job might just be hush money to keep you from pursuing your dreams. Another way I've seen it written on a Facebook meme or somewhere, you have to ask yourself, it's not only hush money, but don't let a 40, 50, 60, $70,000 a year job salary keep you from millions. Listen, guys, my business right now today is might be valued at a couple hundred grand, right? My businesses and all of my enterprises, my holding company, right? Couple hundred grand, popcorn and peanut money compared to being a billionaire in the next 10 years, right? But I don't grow my business to this level if I'm still working a job. So while I was on the job, I told you guys I was at a crossroads. I was getting promoted, I was getting raises on the job. And when I left my job, man, I had recently, within the year, been promoted to manager, $10,000 a year increase. And in a small way, I was thinking to myself, that's the Antichrist, right? That's the devil working to keep me out of going after my dreams and goals, right? So a $10,000 a year increase was very tempting for me to put my business on hold and really focus on my career and say, well, man, maybe I go hard and do real good at this management position, and then maybe I'll get to next level management and get another $10,000 a year raise. But the hustler inside was like, man, that's hush money, bro. That's hush money. They paying you $60,000 a year. You better believe what you're bringing to the table is worth $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 to them. And then I started thinking to myself, if they're willing to pay, because you got to know that when your job pays you $60,000 a year, it's not costing them $60,000 a year. It's costing them more because they have to pay half of your unemployment tax. So that's $90,000. Then I have insurance through that job, so they had to pay another $60,000 a year, another $10,000, $12,000 a year to cover insurance for me. They're half of my insurance costs. So my entire compensation package was probably $112,000, $115,000, $120,000 a year. But in business, you got to know that if somebody is paying you $120,000 a year in total compensation, if they not making at least $240,000 off of that, then they're bad business people. And I work from one of the big three credit bureaus. They not bad business people. They know how to get money. So trust and believe, my job, what I was doing for that company was grossing me $60K. But off of what I was doing, they was leveraging that $60K investment, and they was getting probably $400,000 or $500,000 worth of value from the $60,000 worth of work I was doing for them. And I want you to understand that, y'all. Company wasn't making 4, 5, 6 times what they're paying you from the work that you're doing, you wouldn't be there. Trust me. So I had to make a decision as I was getting promoted, as I was getting raises on my job, I was getting accolades, I was getting recognition from senior leadership. All of that was pomp and circumstance to keep me from pursuing my dreams. to keep me from becoming a billionaire, to keep me from putting my family's future in my own hands. And I had to decide, do I keep one foot in and one foot out, or do I just jump both feet into full-time entrepreneurship? Now, don't take that the wrong way. Everybody is not prepared mentally, financially, or emotionally to leave their job. Everybody don't have a queen like I have that's in the back room who are in full support. And when I said, babe, on Friday, I left work, and over the weekend, I decided that that Monday I was going in to pack my stuff. And we had probably a 20-minute conversation. And she said, okay. Not everybody has that kind of support. She said, if, yeah, Facebook tripping this morning. Yeah, I don't know what's up with Facebook. Not everybody has that. We had been talking about my retirement, my departure from the job for about a couple months, and we knew that it was coming. Why it had to come on October 3rd, I don't know. But on Friday, I left that place, and on Monday, by Monday, I said, this is my last day. And we had about a 20-minute conversation, say, hey, you know what, it's time. I'm gonna go ahead and make this move. And she said, you sure right now is the time? And I said, yeah, it's a wrap. I'm not feeling good. I can't do it anymore. And she said, okay. And she literally said the words okay. But I want you to understand something about what people say to you and what you hear. When she said okay, that was the words that came out of her mouth verbally. What I heard as a man is, I trust you. Her saying okay was actually meaning, I trust you with our family's future. I believe in you, and for whatever reason you don't want to go back there, it is a strong enough reason for me to back you wholeheartedly and support you. So okay. So okay. So what do you hear when people are saying certain things to you? Most people, when people say something to them, they only hear the negative. Right? Somebody give you a compliment and you hear something negative. Somebody give you a compliment and you start hearing in the back of your mind, oh, what she's trying to be funny. Oh, I know you don't really like me, and you talking about, well, you like my dress, or you like my shoes, or you like my watch. We don't even get down like that, and now you compliment me, right? What do you hear when people are talking to you? We so twisted that we gotta flip that, y'all. Come on, where's the questions at, y'all? Y'all supposed to have questions on whatever, anything we covered this week: branding, marketing, tax strategy, business strategy. Anybody else? Did I miss anybody's question? Sometimes you might have to put your question in twice. If you don't preserve with your business, you so Robert says, from Planning Future Gains, say, if you don't preserve with your business, you blank. If you don't preserve with your business, you set yourself up for failure. If you don't preserve with your business, you're setting yourself up for failure, guys. You're setting yourself up for failure. You're setting yourself up for the odds to continually be stacked against you higher and higher. Because you guys realize the longer you work for a company, the more likely you are to be let go. Most people don't realize that. The longer you work for a company, the more likely you are to be let go. Most people think that The longer I work for a company, the more tenured I get and the more loyal they will be to me. Nah, man. In today's workforce, it's all about being green. I love to hear you talk about this. No, I want to talk about you guys, and I want to help you guys. Today's workforce is all about being lean. It's all about maximizing your investment. It's all about getting the most from the least. So at my position, because I had been there for a while, I did elevate a little bit, and my salary increased. But trust and believe, they were looking at how they can get two people to do what I can do for less than half that they paid me. Okay, you got a couple people interested. What's the next step? Let's talk offline. Give me a call as soon as we're done here, Lawrence, and I'll walk you through your next step. And that'll make you EVP, brother. And you'll walk across stage when you get to Atlanta next week. That's what this thing is all about. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So they think that the longer that I stay, the more tenured I get. No, the longer you stay, the more management and upper senior leadership is trying to figure out how to cut your position altogether, how they can bring in a computer program to replace what you do. That's just the nature of business. And then if your compensation says that you have to get a cost of living increase year over year, they're starting to look at you as, okay, if this guy stays on for another 5 years, just based on a 3% increase, then it's going to cost us X amount of dollars to keep him. Let's cut ties with him, bring in two younger people that will work for half as much and still get the same amount done. We got to understand business. Poor and middle class people put so much pride and ownership in something that they never can own. Poor and middle class people put so much pride and ownership in the one thing that they never can own. My job. My company does this for me. My company. That ain't your company, man. Stop it. My job. It says ownership. You don't own that job, man. You have a place of employment, but ain't nothing about that place yours. And when we start to think and act and respond and act according to that, we start making some different decisions. My job. It's the biggest oxymoron that ever exists. My job. Unless you're self-employed, you don't own your job. Unless you're self-employed, you don't own your job. All right, so what, in your opinion, is the hardest thing about prospecting for business? I think the hardest thing about doing anything in business is consistency. See, there's nothing hard about prospecting for business, right? Because everywhere you go, people exist. But here's the curse. Here's the curse about business, especially when you're building a personal brand like what we do, Robert. And here's why personal growth and self-development is so powerful. Y'all ready? I want y'all to lean in close. Y'all lean in close for this. Here's the number one problem with prospecting and doing anything and having any success in business. Y'all ready? Everywhere you go, there you are. The number one challenge that you have to overcome is you. Everywhere you go, there you are. So if you're not building yourself to become a prospecting machine and get completely and wholeheartedly comfortable with telling people about what it is you do and why you're so excited about it, That's the number one problem. Everywhere you go, there you are. So you can be in a room with millions of people who are itching for financial education, and they're giving you all the markers and all the indicators. But if you haven't become the person that's completely confident in what you have to offer and your ability to solve the problem that these people have, you can be in front of a million people who are saying, man, I'm broke. Man, if I only had a strategy to build wealth. Man, if I can get these taxes lowered. You can be in that place and not say a mumbling word if you ain't been working on yourself. Everywhere you go, there you are. It's the biggest problem that we have in business is overcoming ourselves. Everywhere you go, there you are. And when you can become the person that you need to be, that's when things change. That's when things change. Everywhere you go, there you are. Right? So Evan says he wears dashiki everywhere he goes because he knows that's going to spark conversation. That's going to create dialogue. That's going to help him facilitate his brand. Right? So when it comes to prospecting, you have to become that first, and then you do it on autopilot everywhere you go. Everywhere you go. When you become this thing, then this thing comes out of you everywhere you are, and it gets real fun because you start to listen to some of the excuses and some of the things that people talk. One of my favorite lines is, do you really want to change that situation, or do you just like to complain about it? Right? Because people like to complain sometimes, man, and ain't trying to do nothing. Right? They just like to complain. He said, Harold Melvin in the Blue Notes, you can't hide from yourself. Right. You can't, man. Everywhere you go, there you are. And if you aren't working on yourself constantly, then unfortunately, you're going to be tough. It's going to be tough to get you out of your own way to build. What kind of business can someone have if they have a felony besides lawn care? Whatever kind of business they want, Pam. See, this is, in my opinion, entrepreneurship is the cure for the school to prison pipeline. Entrepreneurship is the cure to that revolving door that keeps us in the prison industrial complex. You can start any kind of business you want to with a felony. Unless a business requires you to have some sort of license and the licensing board don't grant licenses to felons. Outside of that, you can start any kind of business you want to. See, sometimes we limit ourselves, and we look around in the community and we see other people doing certain things and we say, man, if they can do that, I can do that probably a little better. And you have no passion for lawn care, but you start a lawn care business. No, whatever your passions are, you can create a business around those passions. Don't matter if you got felonies. If you serve your time and you've done repaid your debt to society, you can come out and start a business in whatever arena you want to. And nobody can stop you but you. Everywhere you go, there you are. Yeah. I wear dashiki everywhere I go. I sell. Everywhere I go, I sell a dashiki. Right? I'm telling you. Question: how come your sign is hanging up in the background? So, oh yeah. I think I answered that one already because one of the hooks came off the wall. I don't have nails in the wall. I just have some of those 3M hooks that kind of with the adhesive, and it just fell. That's all. How can I influence potential clients to get on social media? You can't. He says, how can he influence potential clients to get on social media? You can't really influence them to get on social media. People have their reasons for not being on social media. Sometimes it's job related and things of that nature. So you can't really influence them to get on social media. I think your question is about how can you get those who trying to look at what we're doing. And I've got a solution for that, Lawrence, that I'm going to roll out today, probably later, because like I said, my son has got an early game this morning. Let's see. Complaining don't change things, actions change. You're right about that. You're right about that. And Bethany does the same thing. She said, I wear my leggings, however, they're not flying off my shelf yet. See, I think one of the things that separates you and Evan, Bethany, is everybody else wears leggings too. So it's not assumed that because you wear leggings, you sell leggings, right? It's not naturally assumed because you wear leggings, you sell leggings. And that's why they're not flying off the shelves. When Evan wears his dashiki, not everybody wears them, and they're a conversation starter. And people, first thing people ask Evan, right, is, hey man, where you get that? And Evan, I'm sure, says, yes, I'm glad you asked, right? And he can go right into his spiel about the Black Bazaar. So even though you wear leggings all the time, so do a lot of other women. And it's not assumed that because you have leggings, you wear leggings. And then most women who wear leggings got a couple places that they already know to get leggings from, right? So you have to change up a little bit. Maybe start wearing your Bodacious Leggings t-shirts more with your leggings. And maybe you can wear get a t-shirt made that says, ask me where I got them, with arrows pointing down to your leggings. Right? I don't know, just be creative, but you have to do something that lets people know that you sell leggings and not that you just wear leggings for fashion, because everybody's wearing leggings for fashion. Right? Hopefully that makes sense. Let's see. Just ordered t-shirts to market my brand. Good, Sandra. Good deal. Good deal. That's because they are leggings, right? Don't try to influence them. Meet them where they are. Exactly, Evan. Exactly. These should be bodacious. All right. All right. So you got some business going on there. Evan, lots of women wear leggings. LL. I love them, especially when I'm traveling, because they're not. Yeah. Yeah. That's it. Yeah, so you just kind of have to do something that let people know you sell leggings and not that you're just selling leggings. I mean, that not just you're just like every other woman who just likes to wear leggings. Marcia says everywhere she goes, she sells one of her handmade buttons or keychains or magnets. And I put my information in the hands of everyone I talk to about my business or mission. Exactly right. Exactly right. All right, I'm gonna let Evan and Bethany fight it out, right? Robert says they are sure the shoes are even more unique. Yep. All right. Cool. Cool. Number one challenge you have to overcoming is you. Yep. Consistency is the hardest thing for an entrepreneur. Yes. When it comes to branding, it's one of those things where when you get to a place where Evan is, Evan has literally become the brand. Evan has literally become the brand. The Black Bazaar, Evan Jefferson, all of these are, he has literally become the brand, right? Literally. So now everywhere he is, the brand is just being exposed and coming out of him, right? Some of us are still in the process that everywhere we go, we bring our brand with us, right? Everywhere we go, we bring our brand with us. No, you have to become the brand, right? Because if you have to bring something with you, sometimes you forget to bring it. Sometimes you question whether or not this is a good place to have the brand, and you put it in and you pack it away. Nope, when you become the brand, everywhere you go, the brand is. If a non-MyEcon member is interested in coming to the conference as a guest, are they able to do that? Is there a special segment to add team members at the conference? Yes, the conference, they will do a breakout session that will have a presentation at the conference so people can learn more about what they do. Unfortunately, guests are welcome, but they pay the same price as everybody else to come learn, because there's going to be a ton of information giving out on the conference. And this is from Bethany Southern Butterfly Entertainment. So yes, they can come if they're a non-econ member, but they do buy a ticket because they get a meal, and it's a 2-day event, and the education is bananas. So they can take the education and go out and do their own thing, enhance their own business, build their own finance, create their own wealth. So the value is still there, but there is also a business presentation done by one of the leaders that they can sit in on and learn exactly how the business works, right? So good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. Anybody else? Anybody else? Anybody else? Anybody else before we go? We're a little after the hour. What day is that on? The business presentation always happens on Saturday. So Friday, the 23rd, is when we have our award ceremony. The breakout session will be, we will start on Saturday morning at 9. They usually do that business presentation at about noon. And they don't have to come, if they only want to come see what my econ is about, they can just come to that business presentation meeting. They don't have to pay for the whole event if they're not going to attend the whole event. But the business presentation is normally at noon. I will check and get that for sure, squared away for you for sure. So if they only want to come to a business presentation meeting, they can do that. And they don't have to come for the whole 2-day event, right? But if they want the whole event, the whole experience, then they have to pay for that. But the business presentation portion is free. So no, they don't have to pay for that. All right, when you get known for what you are and what you stand for, people will talk about you. Yep, they are advertising for you. Yep, good stuff, good stuff. Yeah, Facebook, I don't know what the deal is today. I noticed that we don't have the normal amount of people on. It did seem like it didn't want to push out the notification this morning. So I don't know what the deal is, but we here now, and we got it done. So that is the show for today. Remember, guys, if you want to learn video marketing, then you can take the class. It's $47. The class is next Wednesday, June 21st, 8 p.m. Central Time, and we go for 2.5 hours. And I'm going to give you the blueprint that I use to build my business. If you're network marketers like me, I've personally recruited over 100 people, over 300 people all together on my team based on video. 100, I would say about 80% of my business comes from video. Another small percent comes from my website and blogging, and then a smaller percentage comes from face-to-face and just talking to people about what it is that I do. You know, some of the TV and radio appearances and stuff like that. But most of it is coming from video marketing. So but learn my video marketing strategies, $47. You also get my course, How to Win with Facebook Ads, for free when you register for that class as well. So that's another $150 to $200 value that you get for free. So with that, I'm going to wrap today's show up. Appreciate you guys for hanging with me all week. Next week, you guys know we got another awesome round of shows for you. Looks like we got our phenomenal female entrepreneur on next Tuesday, I believe. I'm still trying to lock that down, but don't be surprised if you see a couple guests next week. And I'm going to keep bringing guests to you who do different things, because I want you to see that we are more than just ball players and entertainers. We're successful in a lot of different arenas. You just got to open your mind up to want to do different things. Ain't nothing wrong with the barbershops and the beauty salons, the wing spots and all of that stuff, but we're so much more. We're so much more diverse and can do so much more in so many different arenas. So I want you to keep that in mind. And we're going to continue to bring people to you to help you see that that's what we do, that's who we are. and we're going to take this thing to another level. So with that, I'm your main man, H Cortez, the one and only financial health mentor to the Black community, everybody's favorite fatherpreneur. Until I talk to you guys next week, I want you to get your money up because you absolutely can do it. Peace out, people.